What is up, everybody? Holy crap, Marco, you are on the dot. You're like, I got this. What's up, Brian?
Hey, Brian. Hey, Marco.
Whew, hopefully, everybody had a good week. I have been busy doing something that I don't like to do, but it was necessary. So, yeah. What's up, Dadis?
Hey, Dennis.
So, I'll wait till Falk shows up, and then I can
Hey,
I can
Kyle.
show and explain the thought process and what's still left to do and all that fun stuff because it's turn night. What's up, Kyle? But how'd you guess? So much fun. I hate what I have done. You don't know about WrestleMania, bro? WWE WrestleMania, the biggest event of the entire year. I know you. Yeah, it's not something that I typically do, because of just the time and effort that is involved. Um, but I also can't put my name on something that's not done, at least not attempted to be done properly. So, but yeah, and it's no fault of Folks or her husband. Um, dude, these are actually pretty good. The new flavor from Corona.
The Sun Brew.
It's got orange and lemon peel. They're pretty good. Um, yeah. So as a knife maker, and I know this is going to sound completely out of the blue, and you guys are not going to expect what I'm about to say. Sometimes, as a professional knife maker, I fuck up, and I don't think things through and don't ask the right questions, and I just go, "We're doing." I fucked up on this, but it's okay. You live and you learn, and then some people get loved. I don't know.
Hey, PNW.
What's up, Tony?
Hey, Tony.
I cannot wait either, PNW. I hope that we don't. I hope we don't have some things happen, especially with the last match on Sunday, that will completely ruin the weekend. But we'll see. We shall see. Yeah, Brian, we talked about our shame setups in our shop. So. He's like, I'm gonna make a wall of shame. I was like, bro, I got a shelf of shame. He was like, I don't have time for that. I'm just gonna put nails on the wall. And I was like, it wasn't supposed to be a shelf of shame. It turned into that. I don't know. The quickest when you fuck up. Yes, sir. That is exactly what I told Brian. It's just another lesson learned from the one of the greatest bands we've ever had in my lifetime, Alice in Chains. And also just happens to be one of my favorite bands, Alice in Chains. Even my wife, who hates knives, was like, I've had that happen a couple times. Hey, on this handle, did you do this on purpose? Or, yeah, I did it on purpose. It was a design choice. It doesn't look good. Thanks. I'll go fuck myself. That was a recent interaction within the last couple months. But I'm glad that she's honest with me.
Also, I don't say it in a mean way.
No. And I hope nobody gets that.
Like, well, this looks like shit.
Nobody gets
Throws
that
it down on the ground.
what I just said. I got a second 2x72. Damn, Kyle. Alice in Chains is absolutely solid. Thanks. I'll just go cry in the corner now. Love you too. Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much how I took it. I was just like, I did it on purpose. But it's okay. I'll fix it. Hi, Tanya. Yo, I just watched your replay for the first time. What hair? His mustache? We all know off camera he beats and berates you. Yes, absolutely. Like, I tell so many people that, like, she's the one you got to be worried about, and they're like, she's so sweet and so nice, and I'm like, exactly. Y'all don't live with her. Fucking scary. I just don't even know. I think I'm the asshole.
I raise up my hand, see him flinch.
You're good, Tanya. Need to get a new motor and VFD for my Lawton. That's funny, Kyle. Yeah, people are like, "Do you have a nervous tick or like what's going on?" I was like, "What?"
Falk here.
Oh, hey, Falk. How's it going? How are you? I've been working on the knife, just not the way you're gonna expect.
They're here. How I read that.
They're here again. So, hush. This side's not even been touched yet. So it looks pretty good, shiny, but you can see the scratches and grain structure going down. So typically, and no fault to you guys because you didn't know. It's all on me because I didn't ask. But typically, whenever you want to keep something shiny, you have to hand sand. And I'm not done with it. I'm almost done with this side, but I'm not done with this side. So we're getting there. You can see the grain structure is going all one way. It looks super shiny. There's just a couple little tiny scratches. But the best way that I know how is this has to be done by hand. And with the fact that you guys want to keep it silver, that's what needs to be done. That's the reason why no more handles. On a good note, I did a really good job on putting the handles on. So I have to make my third set of scales for this knife, which is cool because I've got the material, I've got a process down, so it'll look great. But in the meantime, I've been hand sanding head. So don't add a finger foil. Or it did. Just not like you did. I was excited to find Weed Day Sunday. Yeah, it's two holidays in one.
Yep.
That he's gonna let me borrow his knife. I haven't heard anything else from the gas station, Gerardo. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Kyle, chef knife, insane. Knives, they're gonna get ordered soon. Hopefully, I'm waiting on a bottle opener order. And then once that's taken care of, then we'll get the knives, the production samples ordered. Don't know how expensive it's going to be though, because of good old tariffs.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. Hand sand and then quick buff on a low speed. Buff when it's in compound. Hand sand is fun. Watch Mr. Cook do that. Keep staying on. About it. Oh, you're good, man. Yeah, I don't hand sand because I know how much of a pain in the ass it is. But this knife is going to look really good. So, and like I told you already, Falk, we went out and we picked up some special things that you don't know about. So when you guys get this knife, I'm going to have the package labeled fragile.
Mhm.
Obviously,
Fragile.
I don't want anybody to mess up your knife. But it's also going to say how you should open it. I'm going to say on it like this side up. So, and I'm going to keep on waving your knife at you. It's not sharp. What's up, David Whaley? My wood guy. Endless. It changed. Oh shoot, might want to get that in soon, considering the hold for 90 days. I I haven't heard anything about a 90-day hold. I have heard though that people that are ordering stuff from China are getting a bill from U.S. Customs instead of the supplier getting charged depending on the situation. So, like, if you were a consumer and purchasing something from China, that's where your price would go higher because of the tariff. So China gets hit with it first, and then it would flow onto the consumer. When you're a manufacturer and you're ordering from China, you get stuck with the tariff, and you get a bill from customs. So, I, I don't know. I gotta find out some shit. But what's up, Zeke? Are you into natural materials or skin material at all? Absolutely. I got a bunch of really pretty wood sitting in the garage right now.
Mhm.
I got some bog oak. I got some ironwood. I got some redwood lace burl, curly maple. I had a bunch of different maples, a bunch of different burls. So yeah, we'll get it figured out, man. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I have to do what makes sense. So, oh, not wood. I have some stuff I got to move. What do you mean by natural materials then? If you're not talking about wood,
Hey, Nameless.
because there's no telling what you mean. What's up, Nameless? That's PK. I don't
Okay.
pay the government anyway. I did my taxes and owning a business make your taxes more expensive, lesson learned. Yeah, so in the state of Tennessee, okay, Kyle, shoot me a message. In the state of Tennessee, unless you make over $9,999 in profit, you are considered a paid hobby, and you do not have to have a business license. So there's pros and cons to both sides. Owning a business, not owning a business, being a paid hobby. Biggest con for that is that, like, when we go on trips, I don't get to deduct shit. So it's all coming out of either Black Star's pocket or our pocket. Pro is fuck the IRS. But I don't make any profit anyways because it all goes back into the hobby. So, Rock maybe.
The natural.
Oh yeah, I don't know Nameless. There's no telling with Kyle. That's why I said shoot me a private message. Well, yeah, I got this femur bone. I don't know where it came from. How much you want? I don't ask a whole lot of questions, and I can plead the fifth, and it's art. I don't know. I don't know. I've thought about many times going up the road to our local funeral home and be like, "Hey, y'all got some used titanium that you guys want to get rid of and not have to pay to dispose of?" Creepy and inexpensive. Shop might get haunted. I don't know.
According to the latest conspiracy theory I've heard about, you would have no problem doing that.
What's the latest conspiracy theory?
That they don't actually bury the bodies and they sell them. So supposedly, McDonald's and a lot of other big fast food chains have contracts with hospitals and their morgue department, and those bodies at funeral homes and stuff don't actually get buried. You do the math. Where McDonald's says billions and billions served, they don't specify. what they're serving.
What's up, Julian? Yeah, we haven't gotten to it yet. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to put this mammoth muffler on. No, I'm joking.
As in what?
Last sure it was horse meat. Yeah, I mean,
I know. It's like the latest conspiracy.
There's conspiracy theories about different types of animal meat. There's conspiracy theories about trafficked children, meat being used, or just trafficked people in general.
We're just missing people.
Yeah, missing people.
You never see any new cemeteries, like grand opening or whatever.
How would that work? Would it be like a used car lot? Like a waving inflatable arm person?
I would do that.
Grand opening today, the new funeral home.
Be the first to come try it out. That would be
buried half off.
That would be my marketing strategy, but you never see any like when my thought is you never see any that are opening up.
Thankfully.
Exactly.
Jeez. Okay. Okay.
Nameless asked, can I hop onto the live?
Sure.
Just joking. Was it though?
Is it though? I didn't say you were wrong. I just laughed.
Let these dogs out.
Yeah. Yeah, we got it trimmed down. It's growing back though. Do what you gotta do, Falk. Hey, what's up, D? That's awesome. Yeah, Falk. So when I took the handles off, I've got more liner material, but the acrylic pieces is what I'm going to have to redo. The bottom part of the handle, the Corian, is still good. So all I have to do is just attach it to the liner and then drill through the liner and attach the acrylic and then resand it. So that won't take any time whatsoever. It's just the hand sanding that takes forever. But I got some stuff got some new stuff to play with that'll hopefully make the process a little quicker. It's not for lack of trying. It's just I want to do it properly. So I feel like it's gonna be CM Punk and Roman Reigns, and either Seth is gonna win or CM Punk's gonna win and somehow be inserted into the Cody Rhodes John Cena. And that's gonna be wild because I was totally expecting John Cena to win. Would have been a lot cooler, Kyle, if you would have said some of it was walrus penis, but that's fine, man. That's cool. What's up, Robbie?
Oh no. Brian says he's out of old fashioned mix.
Oh no. No, no, no.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
and I was like, good old stuff. And I was like, so it's all,
I gotcha.
but no papers. I mean, it would have been cool. Walrus, elephant. I mean, what's up, lizard?
Is that nameless?
I'm assuming so.
Can you hear me?
Are you nameless?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, that's not me.
Is that your new name, Lizard?
Yep. I'm gonna change all my socials and stuff.
You'll always be nameless to us.
Yeah, it's like either way. I don't care. 'Cause even if it wouldn't have been what he said, it's like there's ways that I can spin it. So. What's up, Derek?
Nice.
Is that a worry stone and a poker chip?
No, they're both just worry stones. They're little like mini ones I made.
Nice.
It looked like a flower at first. That's why I was like,
I thought it was a spur at first. I was going to be like, man, that's cool.
Yeah, they're like super tiny.
I suspect you're correct, Bert.
I mean, how did he get Peach? Come on now.
What's up, Lance? I mean, did he get Peach though?
Well, never. He was always chasing after her, but
The hoe was already always taken to another castle.
mm-hmm.
What is going on? Yeah, hey, what's up, Sean? Like I stated last Sunday, there will be no live this Sunday because WrestleMania weekend
And Easter.
and Easter
And 420.
and 420. A lot of things going on. A lot of family dinners are going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
I wish I would go to somebody's to experience that. Hilarious. Oh my god, these mashed potatoes are so. But we will be back in all of our glory the Friday after. So in a week.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I think Comedy Bear is just nameless.
No, that's one of my buddies.
Oh, okay.
Like, who is Comedy Bear? And why do you have a van for real? Because it says Comedy Bear's Frenzies van.
And if you do have a van,
or is it?
if you do have a van, how did you get said van? Because I have questions. Because I also want to get a van. Oh.
Used to. It'll be one night.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Well, welcome, Comedy. Glad that Nameless actually did something and invited somebody to our live.
The van has
I'm
candy
slowly
or at
making
least-
progress.
Huh?
I said I'm slowly making progress.
We appreciate it.
I mean, if there's candy in the van,
I mean, I'm in.
yeah, I'd say Chris is for sure. And if you had puppies in the van, I would for sure be in. Candy, meh. Puppies, absolutely.
Yeah, but then see, you got to take care of the puppies, and then you got to take care of the kids or whatever you pick up. Like, it's just extra work. I might have. Been saying for years I want to get a man van. Carpet, everything.
He wants to get a shaggin' wagon.
Hell
That's
yeah,
what
I
he
want to
wants
get a shaggin' wagon. Wouldn't have to worry about getting a camper. Take the van.
You should get one like the one from Dumb and Dumber.
He would totally drive it too. He'd be like, hell yeah.
Absolutely, I would.
If you're talking about putting puppies in the back, that's definitely the one he has.
Yeah.
Starting next month, I'll be doing a live tutorial with my local carpet stuff. Actually, that's awesome, dude. Half. I have a red beard, blonde hair, with a reddish tint.
He said AKA part.
Yeah, I know what he said. I'm just ignoring him. I have stuff. They're back there somewhere, I swear. Just kidding. Don't call fucking YouTube. Or my NSA agent. I don't know. Yeah, I always thought it'd be really cool to have like the same band from that 70s show. You chewing on marbles? What's going on?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm putting on a mask.
Like, dude, you're supposed to carve with the wood, not chew it.
How do you think I cut them out?
Hate to see your toilet in the morning.
That's what B&W
I mean,
does.
it's all natural.
All those lines with his teeth in the wood.
Are you saying P&W is a beaver?
Maybe.
collecting knowledge. Very beard and the rest is smooth as porcelain. There's a band, and I don't know if anybody's heard of them or not, but the Australian band,
12-Foot Ninja.
12-Foot Ninja, and they're awesome. They don't really have a genre that they stick to. They kind of mix a lot of genres together, but it works really, really well. They broke up a couple years ago, but they have one song where it opens up. Once again, they're Australian, where it opens up about them just like giving shit to each other, and they're like, "Oh yeah, were you busy last week? Oh yeah, I was so busy." And like, you really have to watch the video. It's very funny, but the one line that we always reference is, "I was busier than a cat trying to bury its shit in concrete."
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, "Oh, okay, that's real busy." I don't know what I was saying with that.
I don't know. I was like,
it popped into my head because we called him a beaver.
Oh,
Busy beaver.
I gotcha.
So
that makes more sense.
Sorry, I went off on a tangent and I was like, where did that come from?
Yeah, I was like very confused.
I was confused. But I was like, get out the thought and then you'll figure it out. Which I did. Was the video for I'm Coming For You?
Are you asking me, was it?
Yes.
Maybe.
Let me see if I can find the song. Because I should show the opening.
Yeah.
No, it was one hand killing is the video. I was looking for that. So this is the song, but just watch the intro and then you'll be like, "Oh, that's kind of funny in context. Out of context, not that funny," and I get that.
Nables is like, why did I hop on this live?
I don't know. That's the same video. Yeah, it is. I didn't know the song was called One Hand Killing, but yeah, that's the same song. Ba, 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 ba. I got that song. Of course. Does anybody have any interesting plans for the weekend besides potentially watching WrestleMania? Oh, dude, man, they're a killer band. I was so sad that they broke up. It's like they had so many more bangers to give us. But there's a lot of really good bands that we've had over the years that have been comedic bands that actually put out like really good music. Like Psycho Stick. Psycho Stick is fantastic. Red Hot. Red Hot. Something Police. Top. I don't remember what they only had like one good song that ever been out. Yeah, I know, man. And then we get bands that put out new CDs when they really shouldn't be putting out new CDs.
Mm-hmm. He said Chili Peppers, not Red Hot Chili Peppers.
No, it was like Hot Action Cop, I think was the name of the band. It was Hot Action Cop. Yeah, definitely not Red Hot Chili Peppers. I cannot stand the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And if you like them, I'm sorry. That's just my personal opinion. I liked old Red Hot Chili Peppers. They've just gotten weird and overplayed. Not really. Just trying not to. Do it.
We have to go to Costco tomorrow, so I feel that.
We're gonna spend some money. By the way, Baking soda
I think I already have it on my list. So I'll double
times
check.
2 for the house in the garage.
I had it down already, but quick time.
Nice. Oh, dude, Audio Slave, Chris Cornell could do no wrong. Audio Slave, bangers. Temple of the Dog, bangers. Why am I drawing the blank on his first band?
Matthew? No.
That was Lane.
I know. I was thinking of just bands. No, I wasn't thinking of Chris Cornell. I was just thinking of bands that you
Black
like.
Hole Sun was the song that they did.
Soundgarden.
Soundgarden, banger. You get to name your child. Why? Also, what child? Yeah. It was several lives ago, but we went through and like talked about a lot of the grunge bands that a lot of people have forgotten about. Dude, I told you they're a good band, and you're welcome.
Just for a minute.
Damn. A milli.
It's okay if my employer makes us come into the office 5 days a week. We may be moving. Undecided. We don't know exactly what's going to be happening, but I'm not looking forward to it, and it'll be unexpected move.
We might be moving. She may be changing jobs.
Yeah, I don't know yet. I'm waiting to hear what they have decided to do.
We don't know what's going on. Welcome back, Kyle. Even now, I want to listen to that song. A millionaire. Or whatever. He said those in one part of the song.
There you go. You guys got to experience Chris trying to rap. I'm sorry. I'm saving that for you.
Oh. I love how Dadis is just like, yeah, just drop 15K. Maybe get a house. It's $500,000. No big deal. Like, damn, bro.
What is Chris's rap name? Biggie, probably.
He's a wrestler.
You do Big Earls. That was your name on PlayStation.
Yeah, but no, it was my name on PlayStation. Well, yeah, it was my name
It
on
was.
PlayStation, but it was my football nickname.
Well, there you go. That's your rap name. Boom.
Yeah, but then I would have to do like the country version of Gin and Juice, which is awesome, but I don't know that I could do it.
Can't call you Lil anything because you're a tall guy.
But that would be funny.
Lil Lee.
That would actually be kind of cool because then I could do the little E symbol, like E equals MC squared. First album, E equals MC squared. We're on a roll. I like it. Yeah. No, we get it, Dad. You don't have to flex so hard, bro. Lil E. That's my rep.
You got your mascot already. Lil P.
We'll do a collab.
Mhm.
Yeah, dude. All jokes aside, like that's awesome, man. Super proud of you, and I hope it all works out. Don't want you to think that I'm just busting your balls for no reason. Jesus Christ, Kyle. Why you gotta call me out like that, bro?
Lil Christopher.
God, I would just hate everybody. I'd be like, just know my name. And then act like I'm fine.
You can always do it by your middle name.
But then everybody would be like, is that Lil Dicky?
Lil D.
No. For sure not. He's got that little D energy. Mm-mm. Nope, don't like it. Mm-mm. Don't like it at all. Like Lily. Very sweet.
How's that one?
Pretty good.
All right, sorry.
I just wish they had a bit more flavor.
I'm back. I've been looking for an extension cord for like the past 20 minutes.
You only have one?
I mean, I have a lot of them up here, but half of them don't really work.
How you doing, Dennis? A little early.
That's me, PNW. Because I am always a little. I'm always early everywhere we go.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go.
Besides, hey Doug. Besides my mom, or besides my dad, like I do not go after like the early last name. Like I'm always late. My mom was always late. My mom was actually like almost late. Well, no, she was late for her own funeral. Just weird. I don't know how that happens, but we called it before it happened. So.
Mm-hmm. I told her that to her face. I said, "You can leave for your funeral." And she just laughed.
Until I make it work. What?
I think he's
She's late to her own funeral?
Yeah, it was just like the funeral started late. It wasn't anything that he did or we did. It was like it started later than it was supposed to. And we're like, there you go.
Oh.
About to go. That sounds super boring. You need to take several of those wrenches, make knives out of them, then sell them for more money. Coming off of what Lizard said.
Yeah, he was commenting on what he
said. Ooh. It's looking
cool.
pretty.
I like that.
I think it's like an acrylic or something. I'm not really sure, honestly. I'm at the mute because this Dremel makes a lot of noise.
We appreciate that. Put him in his kennel. Looks like mold.
Oh, there you go. He calmed down real quick when you said that.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You know I don't play that shit. Don't test my gangster, dog. Messing with Little E. Fuck you up.
I love how you say it in the widest way ever, too.
I mean, that's how you have to say it.
It's Lil, Lil. There's no TT. You're not.
No.
You don't say little.
No, my name is going to be Lile, but I'm going to say Little E. And people are going to be so confused.
No, they're not.
They're going to be like, Lil Italy? Little E? And I'm like, yeah, sure. That's fine. Nice. That's awesome. I've got some old Craftsman, and my dad has some old Craftsman from just being a mechanic, and then my grandfather. So cannot wait to see some old school shit once I get all those tools. Yes, exactly, comedy. Lily. Hey, I could be one of the songs. Just Patrick going, Lily.
What kind of lizard was that?
Nice, Kyle.
The lizard in the picture fault?
Yes.
I found it yesterday. I think it was a little brown skink, I think is what it's called. And I find a lot of the little, the blue skinks, like the blue-tailed skinks. But I ain't seen none of those yet. This was actually like the first lizard I'd found this spring. And its tail actually came off.
Conspiracy. We're probably getting rid of all lizards. What? I'll have to look that up. Hope I don't have to have relatives.
Little brown skink comedy.
Although, Be kind of cool to have that correspondence with Jack Black. Like, man, what happened?
When's your first album gonna come out?
Oh, years and years and years. Everybody's gonna forget about it, to include me.
I'll be waiting.
Except for Nameless. Nameless will never forget. 20 years from now, he'll be like, hey, did your album ever come out?
I'll be in your DMs. I'll be asking you when you're gonna release that album. I'll ask you every day.
You're not wrong, Kyle.
Here we go.
I like Cumberland Furnace. Be a further drive for you though. Tiny house.
Well, yeah.
There's a blacksmithing supply in Cumberland Furnace.
Isn't there also some Amish that live in the
I
area?
think so. Problem about Cumberland Furnace is it's down in a gully, so it floods. That's an awesome property. There's a shed.
Did you see the price on it?
I could do some work. Yeah. Some money
West
left.
Tortoiseshell stuff stinks.
Fordite, yes. Absolutely, it does stink. Bird people. Bird person.
Mm-hmm.
Been fighting with the Amish about getting fish. A sentence that I've never seen before. Go on.
I'm intrigued.
Exactly. You have my attention. Yeah, I hit up a buddy of mine that's also a knife maker about a faster, easier way to go about hand sanding. And he sent me some links to pick up some stuff, and like the sharpening stones or sanding stones are not that expensive. The fucking adapter for them is hellaciously expensive, and I was like, that's gonna have to wait. Nice. It's what they eat apparently, but when they hunt, you can't find it. I didn't know Amish ate fish.
Why wouldn't they?
I mean, it makes sense, but it's not something that I've ever thought about at length. Like, oh, I wonder what they eat. Like, vegetables, I don't know. Deer, cows. I thought they just were their own food, but ate like normal people. Not that they were Episcopalian.
Pescatarian.
Pescatarian. We're getting everybody out there today. Yeah, so about 30 minutes away from us, we have a bunch of Amish, and it's been a couple years since I said this, but like around 2020, 2021, like I was seriously debating about going out there and being like, hey, can I just stay with you guys for like a week, just to learn and work? And obviously, I would have to change a lot of things, and change my appearance, and take out earrings and all that stuff, and I get that. But like just that week or two of like in-depth learning, like I think that would be worthwhile. I mean, get in shape too. So may not share in the same beliefs, but I mean, there's something to be said about simple living and working hard and having things as natural as possible.
Just depends on how strict they are.
Yeah, I know.
If they would let you do that or not.
Worst they can say is no. They're like, okay. I'm sorry I've wasted your time. But like, I'm sure it's like this in any Amish community, but they have specialized workers that do certain things. So you have a furniture maker, guy that does horseshoes and stuff like that. And like, obviously, what I would be interested in is blacksmithing slash horseshoeing, because same. I don't care about horses, but you can learn a lot just from simple little processes used. So, or the woodworking would actually be pretty cool. Or milling, because there is that lumber mill that's down the road from where your grandmother used to live. So, I don't know. So it's a thought that hasn't gone through my head in a couple years, but it's always seemed interesting to me to learn
Lil E, the Amish rapper.
past ways of doing things. What'd you say?
I said Lil E, the Amish rapper.
Hell yeah.
Like,
You never listen to Amish Paradise by Weird Al?
Really weird.
Yeah.
That'd be Chris.
How does he put it? Last weekend we raised the barn, soon we'll raise the nutter.
Agree.
That smells like pure like alcohol or something, like rubbing alcohol.
What sounds like pure alcohol?
No, I
No,
said
he's
this stuff, this torty stuff smells like pure rubbing alcohol.
What material did you say it was?
Torty? It's like a acrylic tortoise shell.
Oh.
I forget what kind of acrylic it is. It's like acrylic acetate or something.
Yeah, acrylic and resin smells awesome when you think that.
Well, I mean, I've worked with like resin before and stuff. Like that's what them other ones are. But I mean, this one, I mean, yeah, like when I heated up the other ones, they stunk. But this one, I mean, I didn't even heat it up, and it just started like putting off fumes.
Yeah, I've got a buddy of mine that roasts coffee beans, and he wants me to make him a chef knife just like this one, and then a paring knife, so smaller version. And I told him, I was like, dude, what we need to do on the handles is do coffee bag burlap. Coffee bags are made out of burlap. I know it's double entendre, but micarta. And so with that stuff, whenever you sand it, because coffee beans are in the burlap bag, it literally smells like coffee, and it's pretty awesome.
I've seen it was on Rockler, I think. That's where I got these other materials, but it was like actual coffee beans, like in resin.
See, at first I told him that would be really cool to do. So whenever you're talking about a knife, if you ever see like segmented handles, the top is always called a bolster.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, we could do the coffee bag micarta as the bolster, and then I can take coffee beans and put it in clear resin for the rest of the handle. And he didn't like that idea.
That would be pretty sick, though.
I'll probably end up doing it at some point because I'll have probably more material. I don't know. May have to do a double order of that stuff where I have more material for future builds, but I also have a shit ton of material right now. So to be so kind, I need a device. It's tough, bro. Because a couple things going on. A, it's really hard to work closely with your significant other unless you guys start a business together or you don't see each other very much during a shift. So Alina and I worked together only for a couple months. I was a cook. She was a server. We had limited interaction during the day, and we had already been married forever at that point. So like it was fine. Um, Typically, working with somebody that you see a lot at home and then you see a lot at work doesn't work out very well. Also, if shit goes sour, you still have to work with the person and see them.
Mhm.
So keep that all in mind. I would say that if you're interested and she's interested, have a long talk before anything is said or done and lay intentions out on the table. Talk about future possibilities of like, hey, we still have to keep on working together if something happens. So I would just say be honest and have a long conversation with her. Um, if you think that it could potentially turn into anything serious. If you don't care about the fact that you work together and you're just trying to get your dick wet. Yeah, that was the other thing I was going to say. It sounds like potentially a rebound. Sure.
He said banger than charger.
But still.
I gotta go ahead and off here. I'll see y'all. Well, you said you're not doing it Sunday, right?
No, we are not doing live on Sunday.
All right, I'll probably see you like next Friday then, probably.
Okay.
If I can hop on, I'll let you know if anything changes.
Not a problem, man.
All right, see ya. Y'all have a good one.
Deuces.
Bye.
We always give life lessons. Hulk. What kind of live do you think this is? Also, I'm gonna go ahead and put this out here because you just reminded me of something. I'm gonna preface what I'm about to say with the fact that I really like RFK Jr. and I really like what he wants to do with the Health and Human Services Department and agriculture and all the other stuff that him and the Trump administration are trying to do. Big old fat fucking comma. Fuck that motherfucker. I have autism. I can poop on my own. We have a house. I'm married. I'm a contributing citizen. I'm not drooling on myself or banging my head against the wall. And as long as something freaky doesn't happen, guess what? I'm going to be a 70-year-old, well-adjusted autistic. So he can suck the soggy end of my fuckhole. Have a good one, comedy. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. That clip that he made might have been taken out of context. And even if it was taken out of context, don't say shit like that. What do you mean outing myself? I've been completely honest from the get-go that I'm special. Hey, what's up, Preston? Since you're out.
I like how he says I'll probably go with the worst decision because YOLO.
Option number 2 was YOLO.
This is true.
My friend that hasn't asked me why I turned off my PS Plus and had to call me about it. Come on, it's not like this. I mean, maybe I would have called.
That's what you like to do if that's your thing.
Yeah, I mean, So the whole thing with autism is it's a spectrum, but depending on how much autism you have, not really the best way to put it, but for simplistic ways to explain it, like it's depending on how hard you're affected by how your brain's wired. Um, and something like that, if I had a friend and all of a sudden they were gone, I probably wouldn't take it much further than why are they gone and asking like what happened, why, without thinking of the other things that could potentially happen. Me personally, I can't speak for other people. Once again, it's a spectrum. Everybody's affected differently. Um, so yeah, that's kind of a hard one. 'Cause, I mean, there's I if I had your number, probably. But I mean, you can ask Lena. There's so many times where she's like, probably shouldn't have said that way or reacted that way, and I'm like, but why? And then she explains it, and I'm like, shit, my bad. So I mean, I can kind of see where that person's coming from, but once again, I, I don't know them. So no, you're good, Paul. I would have probably prefaced the conversation with like, "Hey, is everything okay?" Um, but I don't know the conversation you guys had. So. Sometimes we don't connect the dots properly, and we just react. So like that with RFK Jr. Could have been taken out of context. Media likes to do that a lot. Um, but dude, don't fucking say that. Like, make a general statement about people that are autistic and how they're not functioning members of society or can't be functioning members of society. Bullshit, old man. And then the motherfucker doubled down and he was like, "We don't see anybody that's in their 70s that is pooping and peeing themselves and knocking their head on the wall and stimming." And it's like, because everybody in their 70s was told to fucking suppress it and be normal because they're all masking. You dumb shit. It irked me. Like a lot of things that I can look the other way about. A lot of things I can be like, oh well, look at the context. But it's like dumb shit like that. No matter the context, like, bruh. Sorry, just it's something that I've worked at my entire life. It for me and a lot of people that are on the spectrum, it's almost like we're starting out with using sports terms like with a handicap like you would find in golf. Where it's like we're kind of already 2 steps behind, so we have to work a little bit harder to catch up. And for an old ass white rich asshole to completely invalidate that, fuck you, man.
You see if you can get stuff done.
Of course.
They weren't listening to me.
Of
So,
course they weren't.
just a date that ends in Y. Come on, Doodle. There you go. People can kind of see your face. There you go. Yeah, see what happens whenever you don't listen, you get yelled at. To come back in. Yeah, exactly, PNW. That's why a lot of those people ended up in mental institutions back in the day because they were a little different or a little off. Yeah, she's been loving with me today, finally.
Sure.
She's just keeping it warm for you.
So I opened up the door to let the dogs in. Of course, you heard me yell at them.
Mm-hmm.
She sat on the table, looked out, and her time didn't move. I said that was a good girl. It sounds like a very you grew up around the time you weren't normal. Yeah, exactly. PNW.
That's what I said. A lot of the time, like back then, people who were different ended up in mental institutions. So they're like, autism didn't exist. I mean, it did. People just didn't know it yet.
Yeah.
And people were in institutions their whole lives. So
Yeah, and that's what I said. Like when he doubled down and made his other comment about like we don't see anybody that's autistic in their 70s, and of course he had to reference extreme autism, not being able to use the bathroom, head banging on the wall, stimming, which is probably his experience with it because he's an old fucking boomer. It's like, yes, you do, motherfucker. They're masking because that's what they've had to do their entire life. They don't know how to shut it off. You're probably autistic too. Why do you think you're obsessed with some of the shit you're obsessed with? It's called having a special interest. Fuck your face. I do agree that there are. It's a double-edged sword. There is more people that are currently being diagnosed with autism than ever before. Get that. I also get the thought process of there must be something going on. We should investigate the possible, not necessarily causes, but things that may help contribute.
mm-hmm.
Cool. Awesome. Yes, we should do that. Comma. Do you think maybe because there's been more research done? Do you think maybe because they've broadened the scope of what makes somebody autistic or not? Do you think that that has anything to do with the fact that we have more people popping up that going, I'm autistic? Like, just use a little bit of deductive reasoning. All you gotta do. Just a scooch. Guys, get in office. That's one thing that's always fueled me to like prove people wrong. According to statistics, I wasn't supposed to graduate high school. I wasn't supposed to graduate college, even though it took me a little bit longer. I had a lot of fun at college. I wasn't supposed to be able to buy a house. I wasn't supposed to have a full-time job. I wasn't supposed to be a contributing member of society. Check, 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 check. Wasn't supposed to be able to do retail. Wasn't supposed to be good at being a server. I made great money as a server. So it really, really, really pisses me off when people are like, well, I can't do shit. Fuck you, Grandpa. Like I said, comma, but technology has progressed and understanding of it has progressed. So you're going to see more cases regardless. I do personally think like there are factors that are causing it to I go back and forth between like environmental causes and genetic causes. Whether you were born with it or you had something happen externally that caused it. I think I'm more in line with you had the predisposition to have it, and something happened to cause that predisposition to be activated. That's the way that makes most sense to me. Some people are just born with it. Some people have things happen, and the result is they are autistic. Which is why we have vaccine court, by the way. Nobody knows about that. Look it up. It's very interesting. Also scary as shit. Oh, let's see here.
But the vaccine companies are never held liable.
Well, of course not. My nephew is autistic, and doctors say they're seeing more, not because they can diagnose it. Just describe the fucking genetics. So, like, perfect example. My best friend's little brother was completely fine up until he was like 2. Fully verbal, hitting all of the marks that you're supposed to hit. And I don't know what vaccine or vaccines that he received. After that, granted, not saying it always happens, could have been a freak situation, but he had some sort of reaction to where he became nonverbal. And he was later diagnosed as having autism. And I don't even like to use the word having autism because it sounds like it's something you can be cured from. He was autistic. There's evidence there that things are adding to the rates at which people are being diagnosed. But like I said, the easiest way that I look at it is that you already have a predisposition for autism, and something else comes in and activates that predisposition. Or some people are just born with autism. But once again, we know it's a spectrum. So you can't make this gross statement, this generalized statement of everybody that's ever been diagnosed is drooling on themselves and they're not going to be a contributing member of society. You can't do that. Whether you're talking about autism or uh, uh, a race of people, like, you can't do that. What's your superpower? Also, one of the greatest '90s cartoons that we ever had. So. Sarcasm? I've never heard of her. She sounds hideous. Surprised your mom hasn't called you.
I mean, she called me like 2 days in a row. She probably won't.
I mean, okay.
Unless she heard you say that and now she's going to call
I
me.
feel like her radar's already going off. It has been going. I don't know why shouldn't she call? So weird that some of the comments are not coming through StreamYard into YouTube. So I may have missed some comments.
No, you didn't.
I missed this one. Not over here.
don't know why you have both of them pulled up anyway.
Well, I had this going,
Yeah.
so I just clicked it over. It's like, shit. On a not so fun note, went back to the dermatologist today and found out very little. So now instead of once every 2 weeks, I gotta take my shot every week for the next month and a week. We're gonna see if that helps. So. Yeah, it's pretty great. Like, so I I saw this doctor 6 months ago after telling her that I fired my last dermatologist. And I showed her everything that was going on. I've told you guys about my hands, my legs, my feet, and my legs have gotten worse. And my feet are a little bit better, but they're still not where they should be. My hands have gotten better, but they're still not where they should be. And she was all like, Dupixent will fix everything. Promise. I love it. It's good. I'm not getting paid, but I'm telling you, it's gonna fix everything. You may grow a unicorn horn. I don't know. But you need to be on Dupixent. And I'm like, no, I don't, but okay. So I've been on this fucking medicine for 6 months. Hands have gotten a little bit better. My feet have gotten a little bit better. My legs have gotten worse. So I walked into that doctor's office like a fucking peacock. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Greatest medicine ever. It's going to fix all my shit, huh? It didn't. My legs are worse. She looked at everything. She goes, oh my God. This usually doesn't happen with Dupixent. I said, you've never seen me? I'm an enigma wrapped in a question. And so, like, I told her what I was dealing with, and she was like, well, what about this? And I'm like, yeah, I can't do that. She's like, well, what about this? And I was like, I mean, this is usually what happens. And she was like, oh, okay. So we're going to try the double dose of the Dupixent and then some more cream that I've used before. And we'll see what happens. This bitch don't know, but she's about to get fired. I'll have 2 dermatologists that I fired in the same time. Lena never redid the image without the background.
Hold on, I'm gonna do it.
You forgot about it, didn't you?
I did.
I can't remember what that. History. Not going to show the history because we did it through. Alright, so gotta do it differently. Blue. That. Neopod. Not gonna give me whatever, man. You do shit the hard way.
Well, if you haven't tried already, Chris, 40% urea cream.
That was one of the creams that she was talking about. It's got 3 different types of acid in it. And she was like, and we can put an antibiotic into it. And I think she also said a steroid, but it is a compound. So insurance doesn't cover it. And it's like $45. And I was like, I can't do that. I like that. Did you send it to me?
I haven't seen anything.
Oh, you're waiting.
I said lots of people are creating images right now, so when we get to it, it'll get done.
I just gave you the middle finger.
Up here. Can you send it to your messenger or email?
Messenger is fine.
Oh, he said it. He got his off Amazon for $24.
Oh shit! Nice. Bill, my. What are you laughing?
You're just doing stuff a hard way.
What do you mean doing stuff?
All you had to do was hit the little X in the upper right corner.
All right, so where do I need to go on here again?
Great.
I did. I don't know how to do it. I don't remember us having to do it. Black. So you think we should do it on the front or the back? Yes, man. Should be under download. What is going on? How do I undo that?
Go in the search bar and just type it in. No, up there. That's the one with the shirt on.
I know.
Welcome back, Brian.
Welcome back, Brian. Gee.
Leave it on pictures. There you go.
I got the mix. Hell yeah.
old fashioned mix that he ran out of. And apparently went to go get more. You gotta pick your color, you gotta upload the artwork again.
I don't know why it saved it as a different image other than PNG. The first one was PNG.
No, I think it wants like the actual name of the font. We don't have that, so just leave it blank.
Alright, we got it uploaded. So now what do we do?
Oh, font. Oh, front art. I thought it said font art name.
Oh, right.
Not bad.
Thanks. It doesn't have a clear background.
I don't know what to tell you. I told it no background.
Say clear background. Or transparent background. In PNG. We're working on it, man. I see what you're saying.
I mean, you still just click it. But... I love how it keeps on changing the image every single time I tell it to do something different.
Change the color of Billy. It doesn't even look right.
That was this before. And I can't like keep on asking it because I only get so many per day.
Did you have to add in the picture of Billy Mays?
And it can only do like a cartoon version because it's a copyrighted image. Well, it made it into a cartoon version. I didn't have to like it gave me the option of like what I wanted.
Is that the image you used?
I just picked a random one. You can use any of them.
All right, we're going to get this going. Move this out of the way, so give me a second. Hush.
feel like Brian is not incorrect in his statement.
Is there a comma on your image?
No. Why would there be? You're giving it too many parameters.
Just being thorough. It's gonna take a little while to do it. What, people in Wisconsin by 15 have been drunk 5 times?
Yes.
That's pretty accurate.
Oh, it's like I feel like he's not incorrect in the statement.
A lot of drinking. All right, Facebook. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us tonight. We really appreciate y'all. Thank you for the support. We've got cool things coming. Just takes us some time. You know this. Hope everybody has a wonderful week. Stay sharp and don't do anything that I wouldn't do. And if you do, don't get caught. Also, happy holiday for those that are celebrating that. And happy Easter for those that are celebrating that as well. And if you're celebrating both, you're going to have a really good time. Doses.
Bye. We say thank you for.
Because you said I'm really proud of you.
Oh. That makes sense. I was like, I thought she was telling us thank you. I was like, thank you for what?
Have a good holiday. Thanks. I'm not going anywhere yet.
I saw him write that, but he said smoke and dinner and smoke again. Holiday.
Bam. I like your lettering better.
It just automatically did that. I didn't tell it to do it.
You can tell it to change. I guess it really doesn't matter. But if we're going to put on a black shirt, it's going to be hard. It's like you hated people. You still do.
Right.
Did it backwards. I did. Didn't drink till I was 21. Bunch of anxiety. Me are dumb.
It happened.
Another song you should look up is Psycho Stick. I Can Only Count to 4.
Have a good night, Dadis.
Have a good night, Dadist. And have a wonderful Easter if that's what you celebrate.
Have a good 420.
He doesn't.
Well, still, I mean, still have a good 420. Still have a good Sunday. Still 420 for everybody, regardless of if you do that or not.
participate or not. Psycho Stick. The parody of Journey Pool.
Ecstasy used to be so much fun. Never tried it.
I don't need help with my dopamine and serotonin production. It already sucks. So I ain't trying to fuck. Hey, looks clean. Hopefully we don't get sued by OxyClean.
I mean, we're small potatoes.
All right. Look how clean this logo looks. Perfection. The transparent background. Pure. That fucking coked out smile. Love it. And it's PNG. Boop, doop, boop, 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 boop. Why do you not like my hold music?
Because whenever you do that, then you can't think.
What do you mean I can't think?
You suck at multitasking. To be fair, everybody sucks at multitasking. People think that they can do it, but you really can't. He said the OxyClean tag might get you.
Yeah, but we're small potatoes.
What did you think of the paper towels infomercial?
I haven't watched it yet, man. I'm sorry. It's 40. It's supposed to be transparent.
He said, well, Care Bears is suing Jer from a t-shirt design back in 2004 or some shit.
Bouncing here and there and everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know. The OxyClean thing might get it.
Also not transparent.
It's not. It's a white background.
But I can tell them to remove the OxyClean. I don't.
Oh, a 4-leaf clover fur belly for a onesie baby costume.
All right, so now that we have the mock-up done, what do we do for the free shirt? It'll only let me go up to 2x, so we're getting here. Okay. I used to love that cartoon when I was younger.
Okay.
Very confused. It's a drowning pool parody. But I wanted you to listen to the part where he says, "Meat." What does he say? "Me are dumb" or "Me are smart" or something.
Me count much more, or something like that. I can only count to one. I can only count to.
But you're welcome, Peanut. Your songs. Live up. Psycho Stick has a lot of good songs.
Mhm. I'm a dog and I like socks.
Love to see your print quality firsthand if you're a professional. Hold on, PNW.
Please order of any short sleeve t-shirt shipped to yourself.
Okay.
You can choose either DTG or Flex digital print as a printing method, then simply tell us the order number by emailing us. We'll add the cost of the shirt as credit back to your Neopod account. Okay. You order the shirt like normal, and then you email them, giving them the order number.
There you go, PNW. All right, so I guess create new order. You want to do larger Excel?
Unisex. Cotton or roll down. Roll down. Calculate shipping.
I guess that. Getcha.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that I told ChatGPT 300 DPI.
You did.
Did I?
You said 300 DPI.
It's 300 DPI. Trebek. Awesome. So my order total is $19.79. And it says that we have to add money to our account balance before we can order. The next closest amount is $25. Unless we can do $10 twice, which wouldn't be bad. Like, you ain't getting an extra $6 out of me? No. He's doing a killer job.
Mhm.
Probably have him send you $1.67. Well, it's just for the fact of like we're not going to do anything with that $6, so it's like they're getting $5 and some change for free. Now, granted, we're getting a free shirt out of this, but no. In this economy, and it's failed us thus far.
Ish.
I'm the reason we were able to eat for like 4 years.
I mean, that's fine, but
I mean, it's no, that's fine. It's I would literally sit down with you and be like, okay, we're doing that, we're doing this, we're doing this. No, we can wait on that. Do that. Like, it was like I fucking Rain Manned our goddamn bills for like 4 years so we could eat. Binge.
fuck it at this point. $6 is $6.
Hey, like 10 pesos. The dollar. Dang. It used to be like 100. Probably something. Or 600.
$1 equals 19.94 Mexican pesos.
Damn. So Mexico with $6, you're fucking rich. 120 pesos. Okay. Honestly, I could just take that image and I could print it to work.
Be even richer in Cuba. One Cuban, or I'm sorry. Yeah, well, 4 cents U.S. dollars equals 1 Cuban peso.
When do we move it? Like $1,000 to have like fucking same house we have here. We could both retire until we got shot and robbed from the government. You're welcome, B&W. I told you they were a great band. You need to listen to more stuff from them. They're awesome.
I would say that's right up P&W's alley. So
Beer is good. I'm a dog and I like socks. Like they have bangers.
fuck.
The greatest song ever made. And it's a duet with the lead singer from Green Jelly. Danger Zone. They did a cover of Danger Zone. It's fantastic. Psycho Stick. PSYCHOSISTICK. I got ahead of myself. This is my time. You can have his time when we turn this off. This is my time. Exactly. That's my ringtone for a long time. Beard is a great song. I'm joking with you, Paul. She's like, okay.
Oops. That
Boob.
song.
I got bangers. Grow a beard. And now pronounce you man and beard.
I feel like PNW is gonna fall in love with like
Oh,
it's like right up his alley.
absolutely. Another band you need to look into if you don't know about them is Green Jelly. Well, it used to be Green Jello. Green Jelly. No. At what point? That's great. That's exactly what we needed.
He said, "I know Green Jelly."
Then you should know Psycho Stick. Did you know that Maynard, the lead singer of Tool, A Perfect Circle, and Pussifer, was actually part of Green Jelly for 3 years? And in the song Three Little Pigs, he's the voice of one of the pigs. I just found that out today.
I think he's the one going, "Not by the hair of my chin."
That would make sense.
I think that's his part.
Is 61. What are you talking about?
Is 61? Is 61 what? It's before 62. It's after 60.
Is 61? I don't know the parameters of the question. Maynard?
Oh yeah, it is sometime in April because that's whenever they did the Sacenta concert. Whenever he turned 60. MJK. Michael Jackson?
Maynard's birthday was yesterday. It was yesterday. So, Mr. and Jelly stopped hate for Tool because of Maynard James Keenan.
Yeah, no, I know. That's why I said Michael Jackson.
It'd be wild for him to cover Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Yeah, he turned 61 yesterday.
Old fucker.
Mm-hmm.
The tickets weren't so expensive. We would absolutely go to that concert that he's doing for his 61st birthday, but Jesus Christ, the tickets are outlandish.
I can't remember what you did.
We know.
Oh, Jimmy's Chicken Shack?
Yeah, Jimmy's Chicken Shack's good. So was Neon Trees.
I mean, that's a band, but
So is Jimmy's Chicken Shack.
what?
Jimmy's Chicken Shack is a band.
Yes, I know.
Neon Trees.
They're a band too.
I know, but so there's two bands that have the word trees in them. One was a grunge band.
Screaming Trees.
Screaming Trees. Neon Trees is the newer version.
Yeah.
Screaming Trees were awesome.
I
The Broad and Rainbow.
I was listening to a Screaming Trees playlist the other day.
Ooh,
the Screaming Trees song came on, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a playlist.
That's awesome. Shit Man is my favorite Green Jelly song.
I saw a TikTok earlier today that said this song blew up because of this show. And I was like, I forgot about the show and I forgot about the song. So it was a song where he said, "This is my United States of whatever."
Yeah.
That was on the Syphil and Ollie show. And I was like, oh shit, I forgot about the Syphil and Ollie show. The sock puppets, it was like a really obscure show. They had like sock puppets. I think it was on MTV.
Didn't know that song was made for that.
It wasn't. It was they took that and made that their theme song, and that song
That's
blew
a good
up.
song. My mistake. Oh.
Yeah. But I didn't know.
I vaguely remember that.
I didn't know if you remembered the Sniffle and Ollie show. I was like, oh shit, that makes me feel old though.
SNL needs to bring back Mr. Bill.
You mean In Living Color?
No, it was on SNL.
No. Talking about Jim Carrey? Or oh no, Mr.
No.
Bill. No, oh no, Mr. Bill.
Yes.
That's what you're talking about.
Same brand. Although there's a lot of skits that they did back then that they would have been canceled quickly for today.
Like Handyman.
Like Handyman. There was a lot of shows and cartoons in the 90s.
Fire Marshal Bill.
That were, yeah, I was like, Mr. Bill was SNL.
Oh no, Mr. Bill.
Yeah. Need to bring him back. It's time. It's time.
The Jack in the Box dude kind of looks like him.
Yeah, he does. Bit. Yeah, he does. They're missing out doing that crossover. Yeah. Yes, he is. Do you know that?
Mm-mm. Maybe I knew that at one time, but
yeah, one of the scenes, they do a pan, and he's in the back playing that character with his lip up, like kind of burnt. But they do it real quick. What's up, Zach? Did you get your hair did?
Hey, Zach.
What's your wife? You're getting your hair did. Also, look at the funness I've been having. Hand rubbed. I still have some scratches to get out, but hand rubbed, hand sanded. Fuck. Still got this side, but this side's looking pretty good. And just like in Happy Gilmore, my fingers hurt. You just got your duty. Yeah, I don't like doing hand sanding. I don't like it. But sometimes you gotta do things you don't want to do when they need to be done. So, good life lesson for everybody. Okay.
You're welcome. I had it stuck in my head for a little bit today too after I heard it. Thanks, TikTok. Chris wanted me to ask you, Zach, if you had started your new job. He said, kinda. I start on the squad for 2 training days next week, then we should be good.
Sweet. Is the lady liking her job? Her new job? He says no. I'm gonna be like, bullshit.
Had 2 days this week at the office for company orientation. Super fun.
Yeah. Hate orientation.
Oh, she starts next week.
Huh, okay.
So next week they both start their new job.
New journeys in life. That's all right. We're in kind of limbo until we figure out what Alina's company is going to do. So,
Yep.
sweet.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we potentially might be moving closer to Nashville, or Alina might be trying to find whatever happens, however the chips fall. Just along for the ride, man. The magic about the unicorn chameleon. You are correct. But Alina gets paid pretty well, and we have awesome benefits. So. It is not the land of Meyer and Menards. I get that. But also, I don't have to see a bunch of people root for Ohio State. So, I mean, there's some benefits.
To come work for Ohio Cat. Yeah, but like I have to go work for the dealer because they're a dealer. So, which is not unheard of. I mean, that has happened before. Like, hey, you need a finance person at your dealership.
Yeah.
We've had people like leave Cat Financial to go work for a dealer. Actually, one of the territory managers that we had, he left and went to work for a dealer that was in his territory because they liked him so much. So that could be a possibility, but I'd have to wait to see, if they were looking for somebody.
I don't have the Hank on me, but I'm a Wisconsin Badgers fan, and we really don't like Ohio State. Obviously, not as big of a rivalry as Ohio State and Michigan, but it's not so much that they don't like us. We just really don't like. And I can tell you the exact reason why I don't like Ohio State. I mean, yeah, we could. So in 2019, the Wisconsin Badgers had an undefeated season. Played Ohio State on my birthday. The only reason why I remember any of this is because it was the same day as the Kentucky Custom Knife Show that we were at. And they lost to Ohio State. And because of that loss, they were kicked out of contention for fighting for the national championship. Fuck Ohio State. And we haven't done dick since, but still. Yeah, I mean, just because, like, if we do move closer to Nashville, just because we get another house doesn't mean we're stuck in Tennessee for like years and years and years. I don't have to be in the house 2 years to miss a couple of games back. Yeah. A little bit longer. unless the housing market completely crashes.
Mhm.
Might be a little bit longer. Good job. Yeah, with the expanded playoffs this year, like every single week, I was like, somebody beat Ohio State, just somebody. It never happened. I was very disappointed.
Exactly, PNW. That's what
That's what I was trying to tell you, man.
like that band is right up your alley for sure.
You're welcome. Now go experience 12-Foot Ninja. Your life will be more complete. Like more than just that one song. Like listen to a lot of songs from them. They got funky stuff. They've got rock. Like it's a good band. I like some weird shit,
Mhm.
but it's good weird shit. At least I.
Exactly that.
Amen. I'm gonna drink a lot of beer and then go drive a car. Why?
It always does that. She falls up the sides of it. I don't know.
It is
Mhm.
so good.
Yes.
Bow now 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 now. Bow now. Bow now. Give
No
me-
spoilers for
Ah,
PNW.
yeah, you're right.
This is not a song, it's a sandwich. Yeah. This is not a song, it's a sandwich.
So good. Listen to Danger Zone. My favorite line is at the very end. And I can't spoil it for you. Get on the Danger Zone internet. Yay! They have a new fan. It's because of me. I would love to see them live in concert. It would be amazing. You are welcome. They came out with a new CD 2 years ago. I think it was about 2 years ago. It was pretty good.
I fucking hate you. You're the worst. That's a good song too.
That is a great song, especially if you're pissed.
Yeah, I would say if you've had a bad day, it's a good song to listen to. Costumes and Obey the Beard are just my style. Exactly.
Of course. Of shit. Zero fucks. Damn. Oh shit, that is wild.
Podcast. Hey, my husband was curious what happened to the knife. I told him what I thought you said, but dude, I've had a very off day.
Nothing happened with the knife. I'm still working on it. Yeah, you are correct, Zach. Bathwater in May. Just progress. You're good, Falk. Sometimes you got to break things down to build them back up better. And no, I'm not talking about Biden's bullshit. We have the technology. We can make it better. Sweet. Yeah. Now I got that one. Break it down. I'm assuming you meant redoing the bedroom? 'Cause if you're redoing the bed, I have questions. Dude, Zach, have you seen that they're becoming Mushroom Head? Like, slowly? So, Killer's Confession, they're out on tour right now.
Mhm.
Their bus just
Yeah.
broke down. Something happened, and I guess was like the breaking point for their drummer. Drummer said, "Fuck you, I'm out." They brought in an ex-drummer from Mushroom Head. It's like they're slowly just pulling the old band back together, and we're just going to call it a Killer's Confession. Awesome. I got you. I didn't know what kind of freaky stuff you had in mind. So that's why I was like, I hope she meant the bedroom, not the bed. Right. Hooks and swings and risers. And it's going to be very Donkey Kong-esque. I was going, okay, do what you got to do. Vacuum, use rag, a little bleach on my bed.
Yet being the keyword.
420.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like bleach on the bed is a little excessive.
It's not like she says she poured bleach on the mattress.
I know, but it's still, it's like little excessive. Be clean. You got it.
Or bleach and chloroform.
I mean, I would have said that. To
If you
begin
have
with.
bleach, you have half of chloroform already.
It's
So
true. It's true. It's a little bit of elbow grease, and you can get.
Yep. Blood. What the fuck are you guys doing in the bed?
There's blood. You should be using peroxide, not bleach. So I've been told.
Okay, just this right.
Hey, I mean, Warform's got 100% record on knocking people out. So
You know, it's actually not as easy to like chloroform somebody as they make it seem.
takes more time.
Yeah. Let's not act like we haven't all tried that one.
Heard Benadryl works really well on kids. Zach, that link I sent you is wild.
Funny.
Awesome. Still wild. Did not. Still looks good though.
Mhm.
Looks like you may have done a follow.
Did you see that? Go back up. Oh, they carved that into the page.
Oh shit,
and
that's
painted
really
it.
cool.
And all the pages are still intact, so he didn't cut off any like text.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Holy shit, indeed.
The cover. Well,
I mean, you probably need to put a little bit of bleach on that.
it might be really good for like if you have a wooden bed frame. It might be really good for that. It might like really like condition the wood. You don't know.
I do know.
It's funny, like acting as a wood polish.
It's not, it dries out the wood. What you hit?
Caps lock button. You had it on caps lock. You probably hit it on. It's got keratin in it, good for the skin and hair. Yep.
Bleach does?
No. Just
Oh. It's like bleach does not.
man juice. Some women will like have it like they'll put it in a container and then they'll rub it on their face. I can't do that.
Nope.
Like I'm good.
So they don't have it split up by 2 days? I want to know. Matches wrong. What order is it? Whatever, man.
I'm sure you could look up the schedule. Here's your critical thinking skills here.
I don't want to. Bless you.
Oh, see, there you go.
Not in order.
Oh.
Need to know.
But it says night one match.
I need to know in order. Need to know how many matches I can miss.
If you have not watched him, look up Tom Segura Completely Normal.
We've seen a couple of his specials. I don't know if we've seen that one.
I can't remember if we saw that one or not.
Oh, wait.
So is it tomorrow and Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh.
unless they do have it in order, and that's the first match. But like bullshit, don't care. Bullshit, don't care. This will probably be good. This will probably be good, but I know he's gonna win. Bullshit, don't care. Need to watch it. And then on Sunday, this should be pretty good. Bullshit, don't care. Bullshit, don't care. This will be really interesting. Bullshit, don't care. Uh, yeah, PNW. If I haven't shown it since you've been on, I had to take the handles off of Falk's chef knife so I could do hand sanding. Still not done. Still got a couple scratches, but the green's looking really good. This side is untouched, and you can see a difference. But the best way to hand sand is without scales on, so I had to take them off, not to redo them. But we're getting there, man. We are getting there slowly. It'll be pretty when it's done. Very little imperfection. Hopefully, no imperfection. We shall. I do it. I do it for my customers. I do it. I do it for Drew.
When you hand sand, do you use any fluids or just dry? Use any lube or just raw dog it?
We're going in dry. No. It depends on what I'm doing. Typically, what I use as a lubricant with a lot of my knife making, typically when I'm sanding, is I use Windex. A little bit of Windex on there. Sand, 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 sand. Wipe it off. Take a Sharpie. Mark it. Do some raw dog sanding. A little bit of Windex. Sand, 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 sand. I thought about doing that at one point, Zach. And then I just keep on repeating that process. I tried for almost an entire day where I could like hand sand and then hit it with the grinder and then hand sand and hit with the grinder, and I was running in circles. I figured out that my electric sander, it's just a palm sander, it's not an oscillating sander, works well to help me like kind of get through some scratches, but it's just fucking rinse and repeat of Windex, sand, wipe it off, marker, sand, Windex, sand, wipe it off, marker, and just keep on doing that until your arms want to fall off in your hand. And then once you see all the scratches are gone, or almost all the scratches are gone, then you can go to the next script. Do the same thing over. But I did find, because I have an oscillating palm sander, and I think the grit that's on there is either 80 or 120. I was able to kind of fly through the 120 a little bit better. So it helps the scratches that go vertical because you're swirling. So it kind of helps to break that up, and then you still have to go the hours upon hours of sanding with raw dogging and lubricant. So, the company is
They do the Indian Cape and Brown.
nice. That's awesome. Oh, dry. That's not fun. Therefore, the knife brought to you. Thought about it. I was getting really frustrated, and I was like, nah. I don't do that. You would never know, but I don't know. Start dirty talking it.
Smacking it around with it. Smacking the knife.
I thought about it a couple times. But I also got a sanding block today, so that'll make sanding a lot. Instead of me taking a piece of my Carta and wrapping the sandpaper around it, because that was one thing that was killing my fingertips. Or using a chunk of 1095. So we'll get it going. I should get done with all the sanding hopefully this week, and then put the handles back on, make it all pretty, and then make it sharp, and then get the presentation all together and finally get it shipped out. Hopefully.
Where are they? Are they in there in the living room, I guess?
No idea.
They're not outside.
No.
It almost looks like he's like waiting for a bus.
Exactly, Paul. I mean, I can do that with it if you want me to. Not above it. But you have no idea. Some of the things that I've said to Alina, and she's like, wait, what are you talking about? And I'm like, knife making. She's like, mm-hmm. Sure. A lot of dirty dirt.
Yeah, I chuckle at some of the stuff he says. 'Cause it's like the name of it or whatever. It sounds dirty.
Literally talking to you. Who is ignoring you? Somebody's got their spicy pants on today. Just because you didn't listen doesn't mean I wasn't talking. Hold on. I thought there was a lever on this one.
I don't know, it might have broken off at this point.
I thought there was a lever. Oh, well, never mind. I was gonna be like, hold on, let me get down to your level.
I can do it in this one.
There you go. What kind of stuff? Good. Well, I'm giving it right back. It's just the day that ends in Y.
Yep.
You're always tired.
It's always crazy.
She said it.
It's okay. I'm crazy as well. Allegedly. Allegedly. Oh, Facebook. Looking at Facebook. That's not looking at stuff.
Looking at Marketplace.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's not looking at stuff.
Looking at Marketplace.
For what?
I may be an X-Man, but I'm not that type of man. Can't be like, no.
Don't get scammed. Scammers be scamming on Facebook Marketplace. She said, "You seem."
I'm not crazy, says the half Cuban woman.
I mean, I could be crazy. So there's that.
Fair.
I'm trying to find a Japanese mini truck. Very specific.
But why?
When you honk the horn, it goes, oh.
I mean, he's not joking. They're little mini trucks. Like, I could pick one up.
Like, I've never seen.
Yes, you have. You just didn't realize that's what it was.
Okay, you're probably right. Okay, yeah,
You have.
I have seen.
They're small.
They are small
I could pick one.
because they're cool.
Are they?
It says, "Domo arigato." When you honk
That's
the
the
horn.
horn.
Oh. Someone has one on track around here.
That would be cool. I'm looking for a specific picture. You're wondering what the hell I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
It's still light enough where I can pick it up.
Pick it up, put it in your pocket, go on about your day.
Whee! That's my opinion of that.
Isn't that what meter maids use? Like in big cities.
It just goes, excuse me.
I wasn't trying to be funny. It was a legit question. I'm pretty sure that's what meter maids use.
A smaller version, if that's even possible.
Drive around and pick up bees and stuff. Put like 22s on that bitch.
Jack it up.
Jack it up. Put 22s
Go
on it.
full ghetto with it.
Put some subs in it.
Well, if you're carrying around bees, probably not a good idea.
Yeah,
But
fair.
jack it up. Put some 22s on that motherfucker.
Be able to go off road in that if you put big wheels, big tires on it.
Would be easier. Go full Youngstown. Waiting for him to be like, oh, well.
33. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, sure.
Even better. 55s. I don't know. I'm just saying numbers at this point, but you have to get a fucking ladder to get up to it for this little bitty truck.
Especially with that. Need a ladder and a running start.
I can't say shit because I'm short too. So I can't really talk shit there.
No lift, all tire. Hell yeah. Merc.
And paint it red, white, and blue.
Put a nuke emblem on the back of it.
Don't know how you get the bees up there in it, but
Yeet.
go bee. Shooting the boxes up there.
Damn it. I will say this, Falk. Even though I'm having to put like a bunch of time into the chef knife, this is going to be one of the nicest knives I've ever done. So I thank you for that up. But I'm going to be cussing the motherfucker at the very end. I'll tell you that right now. Son of a bitch. Tired of looking at you. But she going to look pretty, and it's going to be a generation. I may even name her. Put a decal on the other side, like say, Yolanda.
Belinda.
Melinda.
Belinda.
Belinda.
Belinda. Belinda Sue.
Jesus. Judice. Weird. Yeah. I'm working on it. I actually have an idea for the pins, which would be kind of cool. So
Work of art.
almost like it was a song for my son Kill. I'm gonna contact Jance, and I'm also gonna contact Pops and see if there's any way I can get some long liners. And I gotta figure out how the hell I'm gonna pour lead money in a large setup. So what's with? Oh, just saying because like all the work that I'm having to put into it, like I may give her a name. We were just thinking of like terrible names.
Yep.
Don't worry, I'm not gonna do that unless you guys tell me to.
You can still name it.
I'm not seeing it. Once it's there, it's
No, you can still name it. You don't have to put it in the knife.
actually I'm glad I didn't do that. I was gonna say with hand singing it would have been kind of cool to put my logo stamped in, but by the time it was hand singing, it would be gone. But the logo should look really good. I got a timeline, man. I'll get it done. tuna show. Yeah, those chunks that I'm cutting out of the axe, I think it would be really cool to process those chunks down and turn them into pins, go through the axe, instead of doing the Damascus thing that hell, I might do Damascus. I don't know. Maybe they're Damascus pins. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Depends on how far I get. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. 7th, 8th. As far as like full size chef knives go, because I'm just talking about like kitchen knives. Full size chef knife goes. This is my third, fourth, excuse me. So, but she gonna look beautiful. I promise you. Zach's like, just let the artist art, man. And what? Oh, I've made that many. Not yet. My buddy that roasts coffee, after him, it'll be 10. So we're just saying random numbers. No, I was thinking, did you not see the smoke coming out of my ears? Oh no, I did hear something.
Or the dog.
I don't think so. I think it was the cat.
Either way, somebody's up to no good. Mm. So he was for sure doing something.
Climbing up the hot spring. Kona brewing called Big Wave. She will. Fuck. I feel like I've had some stuff from Kona before.
Probably.
Golden Ale. Well, that sounds tasty. Kula. That sounds good. I'll have to see if I can find that to try it. Several of their beers sound good. I'll have to check them out. But you got anything else?
Nope.
I don't have anything else. So guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you for all the support. Bog, as soon as I have more updates, I will send you pictures. Everything's fine. The dumpster's not on fire. Hopefully everybody has a wonderful weekend. We will see you back next Friday with some potentially big news. Have a wonderful weekend. Hopefully everybody has a wonderful holiday and a happy Zombie Jesus Day, and enjoy time with your family. And we have a good WrestleMania, hopefully. Stay sharp. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. And if you do, don't get caught.
Bye.